How's it going? Today's a super duper exciting day. Just got my notice in the emails that I have been invited to receive my early release of my Echo frames from Amazon, and I can't tell you how excited I am to try the new technology out. So got the email, made the order, should be here in 2 days, and we'll be able to share all that stuff with you. But I was super excited, so I wanted to share a little bit of information in advance before they get here, and we'll do that now. So a few things I want to share are some of the technical specs. So a few of the technical details here. As you see in the image at the upper left, they point out that the only portion of the frames that are adjustable are they call them the temple tips. These are often also referred to as the arms or whatever. So there's a point on the arm itself where you can heat up and adjust the frame, but beyond that, as you move towards the glasses, the lenses themselves, about halfway up, you can't apply heat anymore. You'll damage the electronics. So be very careful with these. Now, it also notes it's got speakers. They've got speakers on the side. There should be 4 of them total. And the speakers and the microphones all use the beamforming technology, which means when it is playing music or talking to you, you're the only one that should be able to hear it. Now, this is nice that you don't have to have something jammed into your ear to hear this. You can hear the world around you normally, yet also should be able to hear the input. So we're going to test that out a little bit and see how that goes, whether or not it's audible by anybody else. And the microphones are also beamforming in that they can do their best to make sure that only the person wearing the glasses is able to give it commands. Now, you can use the wake word, Echo or Alexa, to speak to it. You can also touch the touchpad in certain patterns, and we'll go over all of that when we actually set it up and start messing with it. It's got your standard charging port. It's got a volume button and an action button, as well as the touchpad. And there's also an LED status light that'll tell you whether it's connected and pairing, things like that. The glasses themselves are 31 grams, if I didn't mention that before. They recommend that the optometrist use the lightest lenses because the glasses themselves are, a little heavy. So hopefully with light lenses, we shouldn't know the difference. Now, it does come with a case, which is nice, charging cable, and a power adapter. There's a few things I do want to talk about. So the open ear technology, I'm loving the idea of that. One of the things I really didn't like about the earbuds is that I didn't believe that the pass-through function of that worked very well. So being able to have your natural audio with the world and then the beamforming speakers, I think, is pretty exciting. One of the things I want to talk about is battery life. Now, we're going to, of course, test that on our own, but I want to read to you the sort of disclaimer that they give for battery and power. So it says, on a single charge, it delivers a day of intermittent usage at 60% volume. What they determine as intermittent usage is, for example, 40 Alexa interactions, 45 minutes of music, podcast, or audio playback, 20 minutes of phone calls, 90 incoming notifications. That's over a 14-hour period. That is what they determine to be intermittent use. So we'll see if that is usable all day, because these are glasses. They're going to have lenses in them. I need to wear my glasses. I can't not have them. So we'll see. Now, it takes 75 minutes to fully charge them. So not having them for 75 minutes while they're charging or having to be plugged into something to use the glasses as glasses while they're charging, it seems kind of sucky to me. So we're going to see how well that works. And that being said, they do come with some non-prescription lenses in them. But if you're like me, why else would you get glasses unless you need to wear glasses? Well, I need to wear glasses. So you can take them to the optometrist and have corrective prescription lenses put in them. Now, I did call some of my local optometrists, and every one of them I spoke to said, we don't know what you're talking about, when I asked them if they are capable of putting lenses in the Echo frames. But one of my local ones showed great interest and wanted to have a conversation with me, so we talked a little bit, and he goes, well, bring me the instructions tomorrow And let's take a look and see, what they, how difficult this is. He goes, but I don't see a problem doing this. Now, it's a cold insert. You can't put any heat on the frames at all. And for certain types of prescription lenses, they have special instructions on how to cut the lenses, the thickness of the lenses, and things like that. So these are instructions your optometrist will understand if you take it to them. I would maybe call ahead and explain what you're doing rather than showing up cold, because they may look at you like you got two heads. Also, making an appointment with them understanding your intent. They'll have the right people there when you get there, so you won't waste a trip. So maybe a phone call first before you go out there. I've already done that. They're waiting on me. So what I'm going to do is tomorrow I'm going to drop in. I may do a little recording. I'm going to ask them if I can while we talk. And they're going to look at the instructions and tell me what they think. And if they can do it, I'm going to receive them no later than 8 p.m. on Wednesday. I think if I get them, I think no matter what, Wednesday night I'm going to make the video, the next part of this where we're doing the setup and all that stuff. And then immediately the next day I'll take it down and get the lenses put in. And that may take a week. That's why I want to do the setup first and check them out and test them out. So, but you're going to need to take it to the optometrist. Right now they have no idea what you're talking about. I suspect in a certain period of time, these will become commonplace for them to do the work on. Now, there are a few caveats I want to point out here. Now, I already talked about the battery and the potential with that. One of the things that may become critical here is the fact that the glasses, as every other Amazon device, requires the ability to communicate. And, of course, it'll use your Alexa app on your phone. So you have to have the Alexa app, but this is very important to hear. Right now, iOS does not support these glasses, or vice versa. The glasses do not support iOS. In other words, they're not Apple compatible. So if you're an Apple person, I would highly recommend you not waste your money on these, because they are not going to work. Secondly, for Android users, you have to have Android 8 or later and Bluetooth 5. So make sure your phone is capable of supporting these before you buy them. Very, very important, because if you get them and you don't have that, you're going to have to go out and upgrade your phone as well, and that could get expensive. So double check and make sure before you buy here. So I think that's all I wanted to talk about initially. I wanted to touch bases on the technical aspects of this before we dug into the box when we get it, because we're not going to want to talk about those things once we get our hands on this and want to play with it. So we've covered the technical aspects, we've covered the caveats. Next time we see each other, I'll be opening the box and actually installing them. We'll play with them a little bit, see what we think, and then the following day we'll take them to the optometrist. So follow along with me as we work our way through this process, and hopefully very, very shortly I will have a fully functioning set of Amazon frames with prescription lenses. All right, so we'll see you next time as we get ready to unbox this and check it out. All right, see you in a few. All right, so I'm at my local optometrist that I called last night, and we're going to go on in and hopefully talk to somebody and just double check that everything's good for me bringing these by. The person who I spoke with on the phone is not going to be there, so I may have to re-explain myself. And I don't know whether or not they're going to let me record or not, but we're going to go in and see. I would like to record some of the conversation, but we'll see what happens. So either I will talk to you afterwards, or you will see some of the interaction. All right, I made it inside, so I'm waiting to talk to the lab manager here. They're going to come out and we're going to chat and see whether or not this is going to be doable. I'm hoping that we'll get good news here, but we'll know shortly. All right, so went in, lab manager said that they are not going to be able to put the lenses in here on site, that they would send them away to their main lab, and that I would have to sign a waiver relieving anybody of any responsibilities of what happens while those glasses are away. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. So I have an alternative. I'm going to go check them out right now. All right, so the first place was a chain store, and they failed me and really didn't seem interested whatsoever. I have in the meantime gone to a local place, not a mom and pop, pretty well-established place, but still a local one where the, people have interest in things other than just coming to work every day. These guys super excited. This is Wolf & Wolf Optometrist here in Pasadena. I promised them lots of advertising because they're being so great. They're super excited. I have an appointment on Saturday to come in and do the whole thing from the eye exam to getting the lenses in, all that, getting the lenses prepped. It'll be a little bit before I can get the lenses installed, so I'm going to, I think, turn this into 2 videos. I'm going to make this partially about and post the one tomorrow just with the installation and first use, and then I will post another one with my adventures with the optometrists. So I'll include this information in this first post, but then we'll have, like I said, a second one where we have the optometrists involved as well. So on that note, I'm going to sign off and I'm going to go home. Talk to you later. All right, so look what has finally arrived. In the mail today from UPS, I got my frames. Let's take a look at them. So this is a really nice box, nice presentation. You open it up and there you have the frames right there in front of you. Pull these out. Now, take a quick look, gander at what we just received. I'm going to try them on real quick. I have to say I like the look. Of course, these come with non-prescription lenses in them in order to have something in the frame to maintain the structure. But of course, as you know, we have connected with an optometrist who is going to put lenses in these for us this coming weekend. So we'll have that in a separate video. But let's go ahead and work through what we have here. All right, inside the box we have this nice case. Feels very sturdy. What's inside here? Cleaning cloth. Very nice. Oh, look at this. Charging cable. Plug. Now this is clearly a proprietary cable. I don't know if there's any specific name for this particular connector type. Cleaning cloth. Ooh, it feels so nice. Okay. I do like the case. It's very nice, velvety inside. And a small thing that says, let's get started. Follow these 3 steps to get started. All right, let's go ahead and do away with the packaging. And let's do a couple things to get started here. Now, I do want to go ahead and hook up my phone. We are going to need the Alexa app, so we want to be able to watch, the setup on the phone as well. So let's get that hooked up. All right, so we have the phone on the screen now, so we can follow along with what we're doing. Follow these 3 steps. Fully charge your Echo frames. This cable is a nice fabric covered cable, which means it's pretty good quality and it's probably going to last a long time. All right, so this is where we plug. Oh, and it looks like it's almost a magnet. So we just, yep, it's a magnet snapped right on. Do you see that? That's cool. So it says fully charge until the LED, power LED turns green. Well, as you see, can you see? The power LED, oh no, it's orange now. Alright, so while we're charging, I think we can go ahead and pair this and get it set up on the Alexa app. So let's go ahead and work through that while it's charging as well. So based on the instructions we're reading, open the Alexa app, tap the menu icon, tap add a device, tap Amazon Echo, tap Echo Frames. Ha! I was getting worried as we got down the list. Press and hold the action button until the status light blinks red and blue. Alright, so this is the action button right here. You see that? So we're going to press and hold that. Now the status LED is up here, which is actually visible when you're wearing the glasses. So we're going to press and hold until the status light blinks red and blue. Alright, it is now blinking red and blue. Okay, it just said, let's get started, follow the instructions on the Alexa app. Alexa app says, press the action button until the light flashes red and blue. Continue. Available devices, we'll select it. Set up Alexa on your, okay, continue. Connecting. So we're watching the indicator now. Pairing request, pair and connect. I will have to maybe give you a, we're having trouble pairing your device. Let's try again. An explanation of that notification alert there. So that notification is actually an audio clip from when we went and saw Kiss in Bristow, Virginia, and we thought it was funny to have that as a...
Sorry, I'm having trouble connecting to Bluetooth.
Okay, so I'm having a little trouble using the mouse on this. So let's go ahead and do it by hand. Bluetooth, select frames. It says connected. We'll say done. You can put them on now. I can put them on now. So it just told me the battery is at 80%. So I'll be honest, I want to go ahead and take this off the charger and put them on and try them. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear them. I will put the microphone right down here by my head, and let's see if you can hear this as I go through it. So it appears that it's installed. By the way, they do look great. To explore what your Echo frames can do, put them on now. By the way, I can't see Jack because I don't have my prescription lenses in. So let's say continue. Okay, I don't know what happened. Let's continue.
Here's how to accept and reject phone calls from your Echo frames. This is the touchpad. Swipe in either direction to accept a call. Tap to reject or hang up. Here's how to accept and reject phone calls from your Echo frames. This is the touchpad. Access Alexa on your Echo frames whenever you want, or turn the microphones and phone notifications off for added privacy. To turn the microphones and notifications off, press the action button twice.
Mic and notifications turned off.
The status light will flash red. While in this mode, Alexa won't respond when you ask her a question, and Alexa will not alert you of phone notifications, but you'll still receive calls. To turn the microphones and phone notifications back on, just press the action button twice again.
Mic and notifications on.
The status light will flash blue.
This is a nice feature, the VIP filters. I want to skip this though. If it's a long, well, we'll play it.
Let's look at how to manage notifications on your Echo frames. The VIP filter allows you to customize your experience. You can select which contacts or apps you'll hear from. When the first phone notification comes on, swipe the touchpad to allow. This is what you'll hear.
Message from Emily. Swipe to allow. Tap to stop hearing from this person. You'll now hear from this person. Emily says, running late. Be there in 10.
To reject a phone notification or stop hearing from the contact or app, just tap.
Message from Joe.
You can modify your selections at any time by going to Echo Frames under Device Settings in the Alexa app. If you want to hear phone notifications on your Echo Frames and enable VIP filter, tap the Yes button on the following screen.
Do you want to enable VIP filter? Yes. Allow notification access and return to setup. Yes, fine. Okay. You're done. All right, well, apparently that's all there is to the setup part. So, a couple of things that I want to talk about. Let's go ahead and we can do away with the cell phone now.
Request from email. Swipe to accept notifications from this app. Tap to decline. You will now hear from this app. Email says UPS, my choice, your UPS package was delivered.
That was my friend showing up. Okay, so I'm going to keep the microphone up here so you can hear. So there's a couple of things. First of all, in public, I have a kind of a little phobia about using the wake word. So walking around yelling Alexa or Echo, and then making a command, I feel a little uncomfortable with. But what the Frames has is the ability to use the action button to use as the wake word. What's the weather like in Pasadena?
Currently, in Pasadena, it's 53 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Today, you can expect partly sunny weather with a high of 54 degrees and a low of 46 degrees.
So I will tell you off the bat, that's very loud to me. Now I have it turned up for your sake so you can hear it on the microphone as a response, but that was really nice not to have to use the wake word. I know that may seem weird, but for me it just it is what it is. Let's try listening to some music. Play classical music.
Got it. The station, Ultimate Classical, on Amazon Music.
Alexa, cancel. So far so good. Now I can make phone calls. I'm not going to. I can probably send texts. I'm not going to do that right now. So, you know, pretty much everything you could do with your Alexa, cancel. Everything you could do with your Echo did not trigger. Of any kind you can do with these now, and let me tell you, the sound is great. It picks up my voice really great, and for me, I can't really express how excited I am that these are available. I really appreciate the features that provides, and to be able to have that with me all the time, yet hear the open world and still hear this, that's why I didn't like the Buds so much. I think I'm going to love these. I'll give you an update here, but there'll be a second video coming out because I have to go to the optometrist to have the lenses put in. I've already got my appointment scheduled for that. So we'll have another video when that is returned. And by then I will have used these for a bit, and I can give you some feedback at that point. So I want to do a couple of other things though. Supposedly we're supposed to be able to control our hue lights. So I've got some hue lights in here. So let's take a quick look. Set office light 2 to blue.
Okay.
So you can do the dropping in, listen to podcasts, everything. I'm so excited. I don't know exactly where to go with this right now. So what I am going to do is sign off. You've seen the setup. It went smoothly, super easy, and I guess that's that. So I'm going to sign off for now. The next video on this topic you'll probably see is when I get my lenses put in, and then we'll go from there. But can't tell you how pleased I am so far. So thanks for coming by and sharing this moment with me. I appreciate it, and I'll see you again with the follow-up to this.